And this is the absolutely beautiful and more than legendary Nichelle Nichols. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Excellent. So we actually both Devin and Dylan.
You might want to do this again because my name is Nichelle.
Nichelle. Oh, see, I'm messing up already. Nichelle Nichols. See, there we go. See, this is legendary, and I'm like thrown off. It's your fault, Devin.
Got that?
It's your fault. So
yes.
I was reading the article with involving Martin Luther King,
yes.
And he was telling you to stay on the show because you were an absolute trailblazer for women and
yes.
African Americans. What was it like to actually have him just kind of reach out to you like that?
What was very interesting about Dr. Martin Luther King was that he was the biggest fan you ever saw.
See, I would have never guessed.
But you would have never guessed because he handled everything in such a dignified way, in such a way that you just believed what he was saying because he was saying what he believed was true.
Right.
And so I said to him, "Thank you so much, Dr. King. I'm going to miss my my co-workers."
Yeah.
And he said from a beautiful smile, "What are you talking about?"
How was that experience? Did that happen while you were doing Star Trek, or did that happen after?
Oh, absolutely during. I think it was. I wasn't at that point shooting, but everything that. For instance, you say, was that after Star Trek? Isn't there no such thing as after Star Trek?
You say, you got me there.
Yeah. But I was approached by, we were at an event that happened. He was over there and I was over here. And I looked over, I said, "Oh my God, there's Dr. Martin Luther King." He said to them, I told him, "Oh my God, that's Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura of Star Trek."
Yeah.
He said, "I want to meet her." I said, about the same time, I want to meet him. And they turned to look at each other and smiled and nodded. And I said, "Are you going to introduce me?" And I later learned, he said, "How long is this going to be? I want to speak to her." And so we just messed up the interview, that track, just like we just messed up this one.
There's going to be so much stuff that comes out of this one. We'll probably just run the entire thing.
And so I was serious, he was serious, and I'm meeting Dr. Martin Luther King, you know, and he's meeting Uhura.
And you said he was just a big fan.
Yes, and I called him at home, like he said, to call him at this time, and he would do whatever if I could do whatever it was he wanted me to do. And at first, I spoke to his wife, and I said, "Is Dr. King there?" And she says, "Who's calling?" And I said, "This is Nichelle." She says, "Lieutenant Uhura." I said,
and it's fantastic.
Yes, and she said, "Oh, my husband just," and her voice went like that. My husband simply loves you, and so do I. And
she had to readjust herself in the middle of the call. Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, I wasn't laughing through the whole time because I'm, like trying to hold this. After all, this is Dr. King, and this is Mrs. King, and I'm just Nichelle Nichols. They're going, "I'm Dr. King," and she's going, "I'm his wife." But this is Nichelle. This is Lieutenant Uhura.
Right.
They never miss an episode, they said.
That's fantastic.
And I thought that was so very fun. So that's the manner in which I got to know the Kings, and it was on a basis that was warm and easy.
Yeah, supernatural.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. So, kind of, let's jump forward because Zoe Saldana actually played your character in the newer Star Treks.
Whom did you say?
Zoe Saldana.
Oh, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. What did you think of her actually like taking your character?
Story.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a Zoe Saldana story?
Let's do it. We got you on camera. It'll be great.
When Zoe was told, she went up for the audition to play this role, you know. And when she went up for the audition, she was nervous, you know. She said, "Oh my God, suppose I get it. I can't play her." Blah, blah. She's going to herself. And lo and behold, of course, she got
She gets it.
Yes, she gets chosen. And she said, "You can't do that." Are you sure? And they said, "Yes, you're the best one. We want you," and so forth. She said, "Oh my God, what am I going to do now?" and then she found somebody. Either she asked them, told them that she'd do it on one condition. She had to meet me and get the okay and the whole thing. Do you know? And so someone called me, and I said, and she said. And they didn't say she was nervous. She said, ladies told me all that.
Right.
Said she would like very much to meet you because she wants to have as much reality in it as possible. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, sure, but she's a wonderful actress, so tell her to just do it, you know. And they said, she really wants to meet you. I said, and we would arrange for, and I said, where does she live? I said, tell her we live not that far apart to come over to my house. Long pause. She called me back and said, I'm supposed to come over to your house, and I'm just a little concerned that this is something you want because this is in your home. I said, girl, come on over here, please. She started laughing. I started laughing. We've been friends ever since.
That's amazing.
She came to my house, and she's looking around, you know, and I'm looking at her, and I had lunch ready for her.
Oh, see?
She could not get over that.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
I had lunch and some drinks. We had a lovely, lovely wine with a lovely, lovely lunch. And we got to talking, and she forgot about me being whoever the importance she put on me, and I forgot that she's nervous. And we've been friends ever since.
That's amazing.
Just marvelous. And she got a really good interview.
Yeah.
That went on there.
That was, and I say she did a very fantastic job.
Yes.
Especially reprising the role in a I don't want to say in a bigger state, but more moving it into more of a modern culture.
Yes.
So that was, I thought that was absolutely amazing.
Yes.